with a heavy heart inside. The night felt so endless, nowhere left to hide. The wind whispered softly through the trembling pine, and I wondered if mercy was still mine. Your step felt heavier on that broken road. Every prayer felt silent beneath the load. But somewhere in the distance, through the dark and cold, there was a voice calling me home. These are hymns for the weary soul, songs for the heart that's growing cold. When the night is long and you feel alone, God is near. You're not on your own. These are hymns for the tired and weak, for the broken who can barely speak. When your strength is gone and your hope feels small, grace will carry you through it all. I lay down my burdens by the old oak tree, fell to my knees in quiet misery. But the silence broke with a gentle sound, like heaven reaching down to the ground. If your heart feels weary, just be still. There's a quiet peace beyond the hill. I have seen the storm rise over field and flame, heard the thunder call out my name, felt the shaking ground beneath my feet. Thought the night would swallow me, but I found shelter where the shadows fade, in a quiet place where the faithful pray. Not a wall of stone, not a fortress tall, but the hand of God that held it all. I am resting in the shadow of the Almighty King, hidden in the shelter of His everlasting wing. Let the storm roll over, let the dark clouds rise. I will fix my gaze on the morning skies. No arrow flies that He can't see, no fear remains when He walks with me through the valley deep and the fire unknown. I was never walking alone. In the shadow I will remain, safe from sorrow, safe from pain. I stood before a mountain made of fear and stone, felt like a pilgrim, lost and alone. They said I'd fall before I'd rise, that hope was just a fool's disguise. The chains were heavy on my soul, every step took all control, but something stirred deep inside, a holy fire I couldn't hide. I lifted my hands, let heaven take hold, and a strength I never knew began to unfold. The chains are gonna break, the mountain's gonna fall. I am standing on a promise of the one who holds it all. I will not be defeated, I will rise above the pain, out of darkness into glory, I will stand in faith again. Began to shake beneath, the truth spoke louder than belief. What once held me lost its claim when I called upon His name.
dry, my spirit weak. I was searching for the peace I seek. They spoke of a river, quiet and deep, where the broken go and the wounded weep, where mercy flows like endless rain and washes away the hidden pain. Take me down to the healing stream, where the water runs deep and clean. Let me wash away the dust of sorrow. Let me find a new tomorrow. Take me down where mercy flows, where every wounded spirit goes. I will leave my burden behind and step into peace divine. I felt the water touch my skin, like grace awakening deep within. Every tear began to fall, but I felt lighter through it all. Take me down to the healing stream, where the water runs deep and clean. In that river I was made whole, peace restored to my weary soul.
I remember wooden benches worn with time, voices rising in a simple rhyme, dusty windows, morning light, faith that made everything feel right. Grandma's hands folded in prayer, quiet strength in the mountain air. No riches there, no golden throne, but hearts that knew they weren't alone. Take me back to those old church days, simple songs and humble praise, where the broken found their way and faith was strong enough to stay. Old hymns echo through my soul, draws me near. Now the world moves fast and loud. Truth gets lost inside the crowd, but those old songs still remain, calling me back again. In those memories I still find a peace the world can't redefine. The midnight wind's blowing wild, searching for the faithful child. The oil is low, the flame is small, but I won't let it fade at all.
They told me rest, they told me sleep, but I made a vow my soul would keep.
Through the dark and through the fear,
I'll keep the light of heaven near.
I am keeping the lamp alight
Through the darkness of the night, though the storm is rising high, I will lift my faith and cry.
I'm watching,
I am watching,
I will stand,
I will stand
held within
in the
Maker's hand.
Maker's hand.
When He calls,
When He calls,
I will be ready
faithful, strong,
and standing steady. The foolish wander, lost in pride.
but I will stay right by His side.
My flame will burn,
My heart will stay until He calls me home one day. I am keeping keep the flame,
don't let it die.
don't let it die. Morning light is drawing
I have walked through valleys deep, carried burdens I couldn't keep, felt felt the weight of every year, fought through sorrow, doubt, and fear.
But now the morning light appears, washing away the pain and tears. The road is ending, peace is near.
There's no more shadow,
No more fear. The weary heart is finding rest, laid down at the Savior's chest.
every burden
Every pain
was not carried on in vain.
come and rest. Your soul is safe, held within amazing grace.
Lay it down,
You've come this far. Now you are exactly where you are.
the fields are golden, calm and wide.
No more need to run or hide.
Every promise
Now revealed,
every wound
forever healed. Enter the rest, be still, be free. There is peace eternally.
I have waited through the darkness with a trembling heart and prayer, listening to the silence in the cold and heavy air. The night fell long and endless. Every star seemed far away, but somewhere on the horizon I could see the break of day. Every tear I carried fell like rain on the ground, but the Lord was walking with me, even when I made no sound. Through the valley and the shadow, through the storm and through the fear, there was mercy in the morning.
again, and the peace I thought was lost comes like gentle summer rain. I walk through the valley where the shadows fall so deep, where the nights are cold and silent, and the weary cannot sleep. Every step felt fragile, every breath felt hard to take, but I felt the hand of heaven guiding every move I make. When the storm was and the thunder filled the sky, I heard a gentle whisper, you are never walking dry. Through the darkness and the sorrow, through the trials I must face, there was strength in every heartbeat, there was comfort in His grace. I am walking through the valley, but I am not alone. God is standing right beside me. Every step along the road, I am walking through the valley, and His light will lead the way. There is peace beyond the mountain, there is hope beyond the grave. Now the road feels lighter, and my spirit feels restored. For the valley was a teacher, and the pain has drawn me toward. I am walking with my Savior, every day. There were days I felt so broken, like my strength had slipped away. like the road was far too heavy, and my hope began to fade. Every burden weighed upon me, every sorrow filled my chest. But I heard a voice reminding, you are stronger than the rest. Through the fire and through the struggle, through the tears that filled my eyes, I kept walking by His promise. I kept looking to the skies. Every step became a prayer. Every breath became a plea. But I knew that faith was rising like a river inside me. Faith will carry me when my strength is gone. Faith will guide me through the darkest storm. Faith will carry me till the night is done. I will stand in victory when the morning comes. Now I feel a new beginning, growing deep within my soul. For the pain that tried to break me only made my spirit whole. Will carry me home. When the storm clouds gather and the winds begin to roar, when the world feels restless like it never did before, I will run to shelter where the faithful used to sing. I will find my safety under His holy wing. No fear can shake me when His presence fills the air. No night can break me when I feel His steady care. Through the thunder rolling and the lightning in the sky, there's peace surrounding when the Lord is standing step I take. Now my heart is resting and my spirit feels secure, for His love is faithful and His promise will endure. Under His wings I There were times I felt uncertain, times I almost lost my way, times I wondered if tomorrow would bring sorrow or a new day. But I found a quiet promise written deep inside my soul, and that promise kept me standing when the world was out of control. Through the trials and the questions, through the nights I could not sleep, I kept holding to His word like a treasure I must keep. Every doubt began to fade, every fear began to fall, for His promise never fails me. He is faithful through it all. Hold on to the promise, never let it go. God is still beside you, even when you don't know. Hold on to the promise, trust His guiding hand. He will lead you safely to the promised land. Now I walk with confidence, knowing grace will carry me, for His promise is forever and His love will set me free. Hold on to the promise. When the thunder shakes the mountain and the rain begins to fall, when the road feels steep and narrow, and I fear I might fall, plant my feet in faith. I will lift my voice in prayer, for the storm cannot destroy me when my Savior's standing there. Every lightning flash reminds me that the sky will clear again. Every tear that falls in sorrow turns to strength within. Though the winds are blowing wildly and the night is cold and long, there is courage in my spirit. There is power in my song. Through the storm I stand, through the wind and rain, God will hold my hand. Through the loss and pain, through the storm I stand, I will not be moved. Faith will be my shelter. Truth will be my Now the clouds are slowly breaking and the sunlight fills the sky. For the storm's just a season that was passing by. Through the storm I stand. I can see the distant glow on the far horizon line, like a lantern in the darkness, calling gently to my mind. Every mile behind me tells the story of my pain, but the light of heaven makes the journey worth the strain. There is peace awaiting where the faithful ones will go, where the tears are wiped away and the weary hearts will glow. No more fear or sorrow, no more night or broken dream, only endless mercy shining bright. Ends the night, the light of heaven guides my way.
I will rest there.
One sweet day. Now I walk with courage, knowing joy is drawing near. For the light of heaven has erased my fear.
The light of heaven
Leads me home. When the night grows quiet and the world has gone to sleep, I sit beside the window with the promises I keep. Every shadow lingers, every worry fills the air, but I feel a gentle presence telling me he's there. Though I cannot see him, I can feel his steady hand guiding every heartbeat according to his plan. Even in the silence, when the answers feel delayed, there is quiet faith inside me that will never fade. Quiet faith in the night, holding on to the light. Though the darkness surrounds me, God is still inside. Quiet faith in the night, stronger than my fear. Every step I'm taking, He is always near. Now the stars feel brighter, and my spirit feels at peace. For the quiet faith within me brings a sweet release. Quiet faith will carry me till morning. through valleys, I have climbed the highest hills, I have carried burdens that no strength could ever fill. But through every season, through the joy and through the pain, I have seen your mercy fall like gentle summer rain. Every trial taught me how to stand when storms arise. Every tear reminded that your love never denies.
Now I look behind me and I see your guiding hand, leading every moment exactly as you planned.
I am thankful for the journey, for the road that made me strong.
Every step has brought me closer
To the place where I belong.
I am thankful for the journey,
For the lessons I have learned,
through the trials and the sorrow. Your faithful light has burned.
now my heart is singing with a gratitude so deep
For the seeds of mercy you have planted, I will keep. I am thankful for the journey,
There were days I stumbled, there were nights I lost my way, times my strength was fading and my courage slipped away. But a voice kept calling deep within my soul, telling me to rise again and trust in His control. Every fall was teaching how to stand up once more. Every scar reminded what my faith
for the grace that saved me, gave my heart a better view. I will rise again in faith.
When the road feels lonely and the night is growing long, when your strength is fading and your heart forgets its song, there is hope still waiting just beyond the hill, like a quiet whisper that the world can never still. Every tear you've cried has been counted one by one. Every prayer you've spoken has already been heard and done. Though the storm surrounds you and the sky feels gray, hope will find you and will light your way. Hope will find you when you feel alone. Hope will guide you safely back home. Hope will find you when your strength is small. God is still beside you through it all. Now I see the sunrise breaking through the night, and my heart is filled again with courage and with light. Hope will find you soon. When the world feels restless and the ground begins to shake, when the weight of worry feels too heavy to take, I will close my eyes and breathe your holy name, for your loving presence never turns away. You have been my is steady, and my spirit feels secure.
For your faithful promise will forever endure. Safe in your hands I
When the world feels restless and the ground begins to shake, when the weight of worry feels too heavy to take, I will close my eyes and breathe your holy name, for your loving presence never turns away.
You have been my shelter through the storm and through the rain. You have been my comfort through the sorrow and the pain. Every fear is fading when I understand that my life is resting safe within your hands, safe in your hands. I will always be.
No fear can harm
You are watching me, safe in your hands through the darkest night. You will guide me toward the light.
Now my heart is steady, and my spirit feels secure.
For your faithful promise will forever endure. Safe in your hands I
There is peace that stays when the world moves fast, a quiet, gentle presence that forever lasts, not the kind that fades when the storms appear, but a steady comfort that removes all fear. I have searched for answers in the darkest days, but I found true peace in your holy ways. Now my heart is resting, My spirit feels free, for your endless mercy has carried me. Peace that stays through every storm, peace that keeps my spirit warm, peace that stays when troubles rise. God's own promise never dies. Now the night is fading and the dawn is near, and the peace you give me will remain right here.